Boeing has signed another multi-billion U.S. military contract with Pentagon following the global grounding of its 737 MAX aircraft after the deadly crashes. American aerospace giant Boeing has won additional $6.5 billion to deliver joint direct attack kits, spares, repairs and technical services to Pentagon. The contract is expected to be completed by 2025. This comes a day after Boeing received a $30.7 million order to build Chinook helicopter components. Boeing has been contracted to supply 8 additional special-use helicopters for the U.S. Army in the past year, bringing the Army's total to 69 special operations Chinook aircraft. This is Boeing's third contract after the global grounding of its 737 MAX model. An investigation has shown that a fault in the 737 MAX's anti-stall system could have caused the crash of Ethiopian Airways and Lion airplanes, which together claimed the lives of 346 people. According to Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, the report in 2017, Boeing has made $26.9 billion US, the second most of any company worldwide. And so it's important to understand the relationship between U.S. presidents and Boeing, which is hardly metaphoric. Boeing literally ferries American presidents in a modified Boeing 747, also known as the Air Force One. Ties between Boeing and the current U.S. President Donald Trump run deep. Trump is an aviation enthusiast and once owned the Trump Shuttle airline. In its 3-year-long existence, the airline was in close contact with Boeing. Trump also used a personal Boeing 757 before he assumed office in January 2017. Trump's connection with Boeing CEO Dennis Muilenburg isn't new either. Trump had personally negotiated with the Boeing CEO to try and lower the cost of a future version of the U.S. presidential aircraft. Then in July last year, Boeing won a $3.9 billion contract to replace the 2 Air Force One jets. If signposting is anything to go by, then Trump's preference for Boeing has been more than apparent. The U.S. president has used Boeing products and sites as backdrops for major presidential announcements. And in July last year, Trump used his visit to a Boeing plant in St. Louis to talk about the impact of his tax overhaul bill. But Trump isn't alone in the Boeing boat. There are other top White House officials who have close ties with the aircraft manufacturer. Take Acting Defense Secretary Patrick Shanahan. For instance, he worked for Boeing for 31 years before joining the Pentagon. Former U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations Nikki Haley has been nominated by Boeing to join its board of directors too. Now, Boeing's stature makes it a natural choice for American administrations to cozy up to it. It is the United States' second largest defense contractor, and the company received $104 billion in unclassified defense contracts between 2014 and 2018. It's no surprise then that the Trump administration has repeatedly urged its allies to buy Boeing products.